Welcome to the new camping man. Hope you're feeling new today. Okay guys, back in the woods again, but it's been a long time since I've come to this woods. Well, you know I've come to this woods in the past, but it's time to come back and enjoy some fun in the woods again. We're in Lincolnshire, in the woods that I know so well, and the woods that I normally come out and have a good trip and a bit of time. Got my hat on, there we go. You know we've got to have my hat on, haven't you? So, I've had to clean the spot. It's been a little bit undergrown, or undergrowth, I suppose is the word. There's been a bit of undergrowth. So just done a bit of admin. So, I'm going to have a bit of a fun time today. I've got to decide what I'm going to call the video. Well, it's Cruise in the title. It'll be there. I'll think of something. You know I will. So, anyway. I should have had a shave, but it's going to keep me warm. So, there we go. So, pine forest. Like the pine forest I always come to when I can. So, as I say, I've missed this. And if you've been watching my recent videos, I've had a bit of a hard time at the moment. So, this is a good way to get out of the rat race, I suppose. The rat race. All the trouble, all the strife, all the wonder of the world. It's therapy for the mind, and that's it. Therapy for the mind, exactly. So I've got a few beers. I'm going to go and set up, and let's see what the night holds, or see what the day holds. It's September, but it's a mild September, and I think it's supposed to be getting colder. I don't think the temperature's going to drop really very low tonight. It's been quite warm and muggy for a September. It's been quite ridiculous. Does that bring back memories of that place on one of my videos? If you haven't seen one of my videos on that, the camp there, it's there, isn't it? So, let's get back to you in a minute. Got to start setting up. Got my tarp, I've got my hammock tonight. So unlike the last camp, you know, in the last camp I went to Suffolk and I did it old school. Well, we got the hammock tonight. Well, that's the plan anyway. If we don't use the hammock, then I'll come up with another idea. All these ideas, they're all in that ticking mind somewhere. I pretend I'm intelligent, but I'm actually not. We'll try, don't we, anyway? Let's have a go. So guys, just put the daisy chain up. It's daisy chained. And that, I haven't had to do any adjustment whatsoever. Normally I have to adjust it slightly. It's just hanged beautiful. Got my snake skin here, look. So if you see Craig's channel, he talks about snake skins and how handy he is, because all you got to do is just pull that back, everything's set, no messing about. I mean, it does get a little bit packy in the bag, I'm going to be honest, my bag does get a little bit heavy and it's awkward in the bag, but the beauty of having the snake skin is you just pull it back and that's it, done. But I just got to perfect my technique with putting it in the bag, that's all. There we go. But I'm so looking forward to this. Therapy for the mind. Therapy for the mind. It is indeed, isn't it? So, guys, have you ever heard of the phrase, winging it? Andy, winging it, yeah. So, what I do occasionally is, everybody has these known setups, right? Right, they have their plough points, they have their A-frames. I tend to just go with the flow. Although I can learn those configurations and I've looked at lots of videos, and again I'm still learning, I just literally put it up how I feel, and that's hung really well. And look how much space I've got in here as well. I mean, this DD tarp has done me well for a long time. I'd rather get a bigger tarp than sometimes a smaller one, because you can do a lot more with it. That's what I feel. I know it's controversial, everybody wants their own thing, but I've got all this area to play around with now and do what I want to do. And I've also got that little den if I want to go in there for a bit of coziness. Yes, it took a little time. And yes, I'm going to be honest, I had to think on my feet of what to do. But that's a part of the fun. So one thing I'm going to take with you guys, right? You guys are not done much wild camping before. Or even you guys that have, right? Let's think about why we do it. If when you're in the normal world, there's that much regime and that much sticking to a plan, sticking to a technique. And to an extent out in the wild, that's not a bad idea as well. But ingenuity, in other words, you have to think on your feet. It's one of the reasons I like it. There's only me here and there's only me out here. And even if I came with a friend, you figure it out as you go. And that's the beauty of wild camping. That's the beauty of bushcraft. That's the beauty of things like that. It's you learn things that you thought you would never be able to do. And I thought I'd never be able to do this. So all I can say to you guys, get out in nature. Don't have to wild camp. You do, if you want a wild camp, that's fantastic. If you want to go out for a walk. But the thing is, when you go out in nature and you do things in nature, you become part of nature. And let's face it, people for many, many, many years and centuries, thousands and thousands of years, it's only what our ancestors did. Nobody taught an old caveman to make fire. He learnt it. Nobody's taught me how to put an actual tarp up. I learnt it. So the thing is, I learned. my dyslexia lets me down sometimes with that, and the way I speak. But the point being, it's just learning and experimenting and doing things on the fly. Makes things fun, makes it interesting, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing that the things you can actually mind can do. And this is the thing, when you're thinking about all this rubbish in the world and all these things that are going wrong and all this circumstance, when you're actually outside and you're doing these things, you've got too much to think, how am I going to do this tarp? How am I going to do this? How am I going to put up the hammock today? How am I going to make the fire? How am I going to do that? You're always constantly on the think and on the move. And actually people will say that's as bad as the rat race, but it isn't. It's not as bad as the rat race in the circumstances of the standard world. Because at the end of the day, while you're doing that, you're not dealing with all the stress and the strains and everything like that. It's one of the reasons why I love to do it. So all I'm saying is, why not give these things a go? If you've not gone out for a walk in nature very often, or you sat there on your computer game, there's nothing wrong with sat there in a computer game, but then, just go out for a walk. The point being, it's whatever works for you as well. So if computer games are your thing and that's what you have to carry on, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do like going to computer games occasionally. I haven't done it for years, but I do it. The thing is, if you get engrossed in something that takes your mind away from the rat race and all the troubles, then why not? I mean, look at it. And there's no one about. This is a popular walking spot and there's no one about. I may as well have the woods to myself. And to me, I've always have. And that's one thing. When you come here, these are my woods once I'm in here. They're everybody's, but they're mine when I'm in here because they're what I make of it. And it's what you make of things in life. Isn't it, really? The last time I came here, it was all a load of debris shelters that the kids had put up. Looks like a lot of them being either locked down or the like. But there we go. I'm sure they'll start building them again. So, what have I just had to eat? Well, I've had a Cornish pasty, just something simple. I've got a plan for something to cook tonight, so stay tuned to watch that. So please have a look and see what I got to cook tonight. I think you'll enjoy it. Some good food, I think. And yes, I had some nuts as well. Honey roasted ones. They were nice and tasty, they were. Give you energy though, don't they? Nuts. Always do. But I'm in the main part of the woods today. My camp isn't on the main part of the woods, but it's not far off. You seen this? Look, I don't understand this really. Obviously people have left that. Suppose there's a tarp there if anybody wants it. But yeah. And there's a few families about. Taking the kids for a walk. It's nice to see children out in the woods, isn't it? Enjoying nature. I've just had to talk to a couple and sat down to talk to them. So, not near my camp though. I just live a bit out of the way of the camp. So we're going to have a wander around. Might have something. Craig might be turning up later. So that's it. Might be a dual camp. We'll have to wait and see. I remember this one. I'm sure at one point I came and had a kip and a, well, not a kip, but a sit and a beer in here or something similar. In fact, I don't think it was this one. It was further up. They look like quite cool places to sit. So peaceful. Right then, guys, got a bit of a treat for you. So, Craig is here. There you go.
Hello, Pagan Outdoors.
There we go. Now, if you're wondering what we're doing here, I know we don't tell people to suck at eggs, and I know people have got these, but we got them quite cheap, and there was only a few going. So we've got camping chairs. So there's no excuse to be on the ground sat there, although I like doing that anyway, you never do, but here we go, look. So easy to set up, and they're cheaper than some of the ones you get online as well. So we got them in a local shop, didn't we, in town, in Newark?
We did.
Yeah, and there's only 2 left. But I tell you what, these are quite comfy ones, and I don't know if they're the ones that other people get are quite comfy, but look, done, simple, and when we tried them, when we tried testing these out, we tested them out in the kitchen in the house. They were, you can lay right back, can't you? You lay right back on them. So anyway, Craig had a bit of a poorly leg today, but he's made it. So it just shows you, doesn't it? So there's, like I said earlier on, sorry, cut that then, but like I said earlier on, there's no excuse not to try and go out, is there? So my friend's got disabled, he's got his own YouTube channel, as you know, and he's giving it a go. And he did have poorly legs today, so if he stays the night, he stays the night, and if he doesn't, he comes out anyway. So just think, it's worth doing, isn't it? And it's good for your health. So what are you thinking? What's your idea of a setup then?
I am going for my complete hammock setup that is in on my YouTube channel. So I'll be going with that. So any bugs about, I won't get bothered. And I think it's going to be a warm night.
So like I said earlier on, we mentioned about that snake skin and Craig's setup. So please check that out. The link will be in the description about his channel. And go and check on him. Please subscribe. He's new to it. He's learning like we all are, but he's got a lot of wealth of experience. Like myself, but as I say, that's part of my channel, isn't it? I'm learning, I'm getting new to it, and I'm learning new things. I've experienced people like this. So, I'll catch you in a minute anyway, because I'm going to have a sit down and help him set up camp, okay? There's Pagan Outdoors set up. I think that looks class. What do you reckon? To tell you what though, it's got really, really warm. And the weather's just all over the place. 1 minute you're cold, 1 minute you're warm. So, I found this as well. So, check it out. Found some punk wood. So that'll be quite handy. And there's them chairs, look. They didn't take much setting up in the end. A nice glitter coke and Pagan's brought his tripod, where he's going to give it a go. Might have a bit of filming on that at some point, but can't beat it. Look at this. So here we go, eh? So I was just talking to these kids that just walked through with their dad, and I was explaining about the birch polypore and then trees, and they seem really interested. So, as I say, if you can get kids involved in stuff like this, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, we've all got to look after our environment, and the more we know about it, the better, aren't we? That's the way I see it, anyway. Hopefully that's the way you see it. Look after this place, this world, because there's only one of it, and once it's gone, isn't it? We don't have a second world, do we? There's no second world, is there? There's just this world, so and that's it.
Look after what we got.
Exactly. So we've got a bit of a dead tree here. Sometimes this will have to be falling over, I think, at some point. Well, it's growing, but it's not really growing very far, is it? It's just dropping off.
Yeah, dead silver birch, but it's holding with the ferns, so doesn't look like it's going to fall over anytime soon. Be wood for winter.
Wood for winter. Right then. So we'll be back in a bit. I think I might even get a beer. In fact, that's a good idea. I might catch you back with a beer in a minute. Okay? So it's so nice chilling out here. As I say, I've got my beer. A mixture of beers. So here we go, eh? So, Craig's just gone out, or Pagan has gone to go and just check his car and make sure that's all alright. I'm just left chilling out in a minute. Last time we came out, he got lost. Long story. This time I found it an easier way so we can get back and forth to the car to make sure the car's okay. So, on that note, how do you, if you've got a car, I mean I haven't got a car, but he has, how do you normally suggest that you can keep a car out at night without it being anything happening to it? Because that's a big, it's always a worry on your mind, is the car okay, isn't it? So that kind of distracts from the relaxation. So there must be ways that you could just conceal the car, and, well, not conceal it, make sure it doesn't look as if it's, well, you know, if it's been abandoned basically, or something like that. I suppose there must be methods. But I'm digging Pagan's camp. That's really class. So it must be about, I'd say it's about, well, actually it's 4:45 now. And the time seems to be going a bit too quick for me. Why does that always happen when you come out? Why does it always happen when you come out that the time always goes quick? It just needs to slow down. It's because you're enjoying yourself, innit? That's what I think anyway. But anyway, we're all going to chill out. So the beers are good, and if everything's good, it's all chilled. I'm really happy and I'm chilling out. Chilling out in the woods. Chilling out in the woods. We're chilling out in the woods. Yeah, we're chilling out in the woods. We're chilling out in the woods. Chilling it out in the woods. Yeah, in the woods. Chilling out in the woods. We're gonna be doing a chilling out in the woods. You get the little story, get a little net, have a little drinking, have a little bet. Well, what am I betting about? Don't know. We'll have to see. I'm chilling out in the woods. I'm chilling out in the woods. That could be a nice little tune, couldn't it? Or is that just me just being a bit silly again? I like to be silly. Got to be silly occasionally. Have to. Chilling out in the woods, yeah. Chilling out in the woods. Having me no fears, chilling out in the woods. Chilling out in the woods. Chilling out in the woods. Looking at the sky, feeling a bit high. No, I'm not feeling high. Chilling out in the woods. Chilling out in the woods. Got the goods. And I'm chilling out in the woods. That could be a little theme tune. Maybe not. It's as I say, I bet you knew I could sing. I can't, but I'll try. Oh, dearie me. So, We should have a good fire later, and I'm looking forward to some good food as well. So it's so nice just to be back, and it's so nice just to get out in this sort of environment again. You can hear the birds. They sound pretty damn cool. So guys, if you didn't think this was a popular spot to bring dogs, just listen to that in the background. Now I love dogs. I do love dogs. But you can echo that all around the forest. It's everywhere in the woods. They've stopped now. I think there was a Dogs Trust van, wasn't there, or something? Something crazy. Look. Proper going for it. Proper yapping. So the makings of a fire wall. Yeah, it's a bit pathetic this time, but it's getting there. It's going to serve a purpose. At the end of the day, I've never been great at them, but these things are what I try, don't you? It's not bad, I suppose. Got my top on, look. There we go. I can't show you the back. I've tried, but it's not working. So I'm just going to make a little pit and see what we can do. One successful fire. What do you reckon, Craig?
Very nice.
I'm going to sit and chill
Nice.
around that, and then I've got a treat later. What we're cooking, and what are you cooking tonight?
Chicken curry and rice with naan breads.
I'm looking at maybe a stir fry, maybe a bit of chicken. We'll have to wait and see. But all being well and good. Right, I'm going to sit and have a beer and just absolutely chill now. All right, see you in a minute. Well, that's it. Chilling. Proper chilling by the fire. I thought this is supposed to be September. 18 degrees in September. Now, I know you people from across the pond and all that, it doesn't sound very hot. But trust me, for September in the UK, it's probably record temperatures, do you reckon? Not far off. It's ridiculous.
Not this time of night.
It's ridiculously hot.
22 in the day.
Global warming, eh? Global warming. Is there anything better than that? Not really. So, Pagan was just saying about the when you can look up at the canopy and all you can see is just the reflection of the fire. So therapeutic. What's the word in Chinese for
SHINRIN YOKU forest bathing.
SHINRIN YOKU?
SHINRIN YOKU, yeah.
So there you are, SHINRIN YOKU, forest bathing. And that's what I'm doing now. So, I'm going to go and get my beer, and I'm going to chill out, and I may get some food later, but I've got to this situation tonight where I'm just a bit, I don't know what the word is, it's being arsed, really, isn't it? It's being bothered, but I'll do it at some point. Yeah, I will do it at some point.
Be like middle of the night, I think.
Yeah. For those that remember the fast show, today I've been mostly eating firecracker chicken. Look at that. There you are, guys and girls. Firecracker chicken. Tastes alright by the look of it.
Oh, very nice.
Here, I'll stir fry on the go. Giving that a bit of a rest, but this is what's going in. So we're going Korean. For those who's about in Korea, Yogi-yo. Whatever Yogi-yo is, but it's some Korean chili stuff. But there we go, I got two of them, but apparently it serves two. So Pagan's having one, I'm taking one of them home. It's probably too much. There we go, we're going to have a little bit of rest, and I'm going to put it back on. Then I'm going to put the actual sauce in. Let the sauce cook for a little while, not for too long, and then eat and serve up. Happy days. You don't really want to catch me eating this, do you? I bet you do, but tough, you're not. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to eat it myself because I like to eat it myself. That time of night again. Time for a night wonder. Got me beer and off for a night wonder. So we've got this urban shaker. Urban shaker. Right then. So, anybody knows my YouTubes, I've got to go for a walk occasionally. And let's go and have a walk near the beer tree. Because I'm near the beer tree. And you know what the song is? Welcome to the beer tree. Welcome to the beer tree. Right. Now let's go and have a look at the beer tree again. Over at the beer tree. You just see a candle over there. And it seems to me I've lived my life like a candle in the wind. Well, oh no. Not yet. Not quite Elton John. Right then. We're going to go on a walk. Let's go for a walk. Catch you in a minute on the walk. On the walk and birch polypore. On the walk we go. Hi-ho, I'm on a walk. God, it's proper dark. Just gonna go and sit and chill. Not going far. But on the walk we go. I don't know what it is, but I always catch full moon every time I go out. Maybe I'm a werewolf. Ooh. But unbelievable. Bit random. Nevertheless, still cool. I have to say, I can't see nothing. I'm busy doing nothing, walking through the woods, and I don't know where I'm going, but it's good fun anyway. I think it's that way back, but I ain't going back yet. In there. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to sit next to that tree, which is quite cool, and chill, have a beer, then go back to camp. That last little video when you came in here was a bit of a flash. Sorry about that, apologise. But look at this. Cool as AF. The beer is kicking it out. Well, can't beat it. It's nice and cool. Love it. Pagan's gone for the
healthy option.
The healthy option, the Big Mac option. Yes, you can have a Big Mac. I don't care what anybody says. End of the day, we know one particular YouTuber. Off camping. He does KFC. Yeah, and I'm roundabout, so I've had a cook on there, and you've seen me go for a walk and have my own little thing. So I've got a pair of some fries and a Coke.
Reward.
There's a reward. There's a reward for what then? Do you reckon?
Coming out.
Coming out. No, and it's not that coming out. So I'm not coming out, but there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that.
Hammocks.
Yeah, got 2 separate hammocks. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a starry night, you said, isn't it?
Yeah. When you get into the clearings.
So we have the plough, but I believe you lot in, well, not you lot, a lot of people in America call it, well, the Big Dipper, don't they? The Big Dipper. So I did say there's a full moon out earlier on. Not quite, but here we go. I'm going to enjoy. You don't want to watch me eat at McDonald's, do you? Surely not. Surely not. Right then. Morning all. The wind's picking up a bit today. Well, we can hear it picking up, but it's still warm. Had a really comfortable night's sleep. I slept quite well. I actually had a bit of a lay-in today. I'm not going to try and rush back, but we're going to see how we get on. The fire was successful, a bit too successful, but we'll put it out, we'll sort it out. We're not going to leave it in a mess. But it was good. And I'm going to have a porridge for breakfast. So, yeah, the fire should be easy to put out anyway. So I'm going to sit there and have a nice porridge. Just, there we go. But good night's sleep. But it got hot, didn't it? It got warm at night.
Warm to about 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. And it's like blooming summertime. Well, I know we're nearly October. Sorry, I'm stamping some and getting rid of some of this fire, that's all. And water it off and sort it all out. Leave no trace and all that business. Look at this for the woods. Look at the sun in that sky. Look. Or the sun drying through. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but sun's bleeding through. Which is pretty cool. For example over there, look. So I'm all back from the woods. What a chilled camp. What an amazing time. Really chilled out. Practically horizontal. Practically asleep. It was fantastic. So I've got to do the outro, so I'm doing the outro now. I'm going to sit and finish off with that view. Thanks for watching the new camping man. Catch you again. Andy, see you later.